Hey guys, for those of you joining us for the first time, this is the 5th video review of web browsers for the iPad. In the last couple of videos, I've already reviewed Browser Duo, Split Browser, Duet Browser, and Dual Browser. So if you haven't seen these videos and you want to see what these web browsers are like, just click on the playlist button on the top right of this video and then you can check out the other videos. But for today, I've got a new browser to review. It's called Push Browser, and I think this is an interesting one. When I first set out to find the best web browser, I thought that I was actually looking for one browser, but so far in my search, I found that there are some interesting features for different occasions of when I want to use a browser to surf the web. In this case, Push Browser, as the name suggests, is just a very simple web browser. It's very clean, it has a very clean interface. It does allow you to set private browsing, choose a default search engine, and identify the browser as a desktop as well. But the main feature of Push Browser is that it allows you to send a web page that you're viewing on your desktop or iPhone to the iPad or vice versa. So let me just show you an example. Okay, over here, this is my desktop, and so you can see here, this is the playlist of all the web browsers I've reviewed. Let's say I was wanting to check this out, but I'm on my way out the door. I can just click on this extension here for the Push Browser, which is a free extension that you download. I'll just click that, and you can see that my iPad is listed here. Okay, so I'll just click Send to iPad. So now, let's say I've just picked up my iPad and I'm out the door, and I was wanting to view that web page. So I'll just turn on Push Browser, and you can see that it's loading the page that I was just viewing on my desktop. So the setup is pretty simple. The first time you click Send Link to Page, it'll just ask you for a username and password. And then when you download the extension for Google Chrome, you just enter that same username and password, and then you're set up. And then if you have an iPhone, you can do the exact same thing. So this allows you to just push web pages instantly to another device. So let me show you another version. So you can see here that you can create multiple tabs. So let's say it's the converse now. Let's say I was at the Wall Street Journal and I found an interesting article. So now the scenario is I'm reading the article on my iPad and I'm home now and I want to view it on my larger screen. I'll just click here, Send Link to this page, and you can see that the page automatically pops up on my desktop Chrome browser, so I can continue reading where I left off. Okay, so that's the main feature of Push Browser. As the name suggests, you can push pages to either device. So for what it's supposed to do, it does the job really, really well, I must say. But for the rest of the features, it's still limited. There's no split screen. I mean, you can have multiple tabs, and switching between the tabs is quite easy. Yeah, so if you're looking for a browser that's going to help you send pages to either device quickly and easily, then Push Browser is for you. But on the downside, I mentioned that the features are quite basic. There's no, for example, there's no annotation. There's really no other form of sharing. Like, you can't share this on Facebook or Twitter or any other. You can't send it to Google Reader, for example. And also, the extension right now, as far as I can tell, only works for Google Chrome. So there's some ways to go before this becomes a default browser of mine, but I'm happy to have it installed on my machine together with the extension on my Google Chrome browser, because if I've got any web page I want to send to either device on the fly, this is the web browser of my choice that I'm going to use for that purpose.